Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today, because there's a toy sword on this rat. And that actually wasn't too bad, I just had to retry twice more. I managed to, so last episode we were fighting mouse rings over here, and I managed to sort of start combat with him over there, and I started over here, and it kind of went well. There's a little bit of, it's gonna take forever to scroll. And it didn't jam a single time. Did get a little bit of poison, but that's not too bad, because it didn't actually poison us all the time. That's not bad at all, because we are gonna get free healthcare, basically, from the doctor. So, oh, also I didn't save in between episodes, so I must. Quite the toy. You must be a nutcracker, right? But where's your sword? Well, I know exactly where my sword is. And also, you might have seen that I leveled up, and I did, and let's see. So, the sword doesn't go like that? How do I... What the heck? Right there. A toy sword made out of tin. Interesting how it got into the rat's stomach. Curious. Is it necessary to do anything with it? Yes. Here's your little sword, buddy. That's better. Hey, what's in your mouth? A golden nut? Now there's a find. A peculiar nut made out of pure gold. And it's very small because it only weighs 100 grams. Noble metals are slowly gaining their price back. So this little nut can make you a hefty sum if sold. Yep. I imagine after post-apocalypse or after apocalypse, it wouldn't be something that people really cared much for. Gold and all that. It's like, who cares for that? Let's open this thing. Cough, cough. Yes, I'm poisoned. Don't worry. I know the thing. The code. Because we got this as a reward. We got pre-war vodka. We have a waste paper. Rubbles. 200. And we have a duffel bag. Plus 10 carry weight. I think mine is plus 8. And got corn seed over there as well. Corn seeds. Such seeds could be planted in the ridge. A must-have for starting farmer. That's in the ridge. And for starting farmer. Who's this starting farmer? Okay, so we are in need of this. So right now I'm carrying one that's plus 6. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm not gonna need you anymore. I love it. I love it that we can use these things. And I also love that I leveled up. So let's save the game there. And now that we have... Oh, what? Wait. Oh, I'm poisoned. Okay, that's all good. Because we have this. The ability tree. How many points do I have? Your skill points. Each level you get to. I should have hovered over that before. And the cost of skill. Each new skill makes the next one cost 1 more point. Any one. So that's the interesting. Still, I want to go for fast hands. And absolutely can. So, when I'm fighting somebody with a pistol, or they have a pistol, or an SMG, I will do 11% more damage, or 15% more damage, sorry. And then I have a fast hand, which is pretty good because it lowers the action points. And a quick reload is also pretty nice, especially for this weapon. It keeps breaking, or keeps jamming, actually. So I did it. Why is that red and the other ones are not, I wonder? Anyway, that's pretty good. Let's go to the doctor. Because it's quite a bit of a stretch getting here. Let's go ahead and, I don't think I need anything. Let's just drink up, and thanks, Doc. I better go. 22 health restored, and now we're still... we're still poisoned. That should be okay. Well, I hope it's gonna be okay. We probably are gonna lose only, like, 6 health, hopefully? I was losing so much health at 500. That's incredible. But yeah, it should be okay. So what we are gonna do now... I probably want to buy more bullets as well, even though this is kind of a sucky weapon. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fish. Where's the guy? I don't know. Before you lies a makeshift fishing pole. It floats slowly, its float, which is a thing, slowly bobs on the surface of the small pond. You know that the fish here love certain parts, certain body parts of mutated insects and spiders. So if you have any, you can probably catch something. Let's go ahead and do the ants. You carefully put the slippery gland on the hook. And I wait. You squash an annoying mosquito that tries to bite you on the neck. Is that not the one? Huh. A bite! Something pulls on the line. You have to grab the pole hard to save it from going into the water with a bait. Damn it, you pulled too fast, and the ship slipped away. On the other hand, it did leave the bait on the hook. That's kinda good. So, I remember... I thought it was ants, spit glands, and spider brains. Not wasp legs. I remember those because it was the new things that I hadn't gotten yet at the time I talked to the guy over here. Let's go to spider brain. You sigh and put a spider brain, which looks and feels disgusting, on the hook and throw it in. All you need to do is wait. Okay, you blink a few times, all clear, everything is quiet. So it is... Oh, a bite. I pressed 1. Okay, pull. You're in luck. You cheerfully pull the line out, just to spit in dismay. Again, with the spitting. All you caught is an old boot. At least the bait did not get lost. Well, is that a good idea? Is that a good thing? Can't really do anything with a boot, but I'm not a big fan of the fishing, so you can stay there. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff so we can leave, basically. I'm wondering if there's a skill for survival, most likely. I'm very bad at survival, so that might be the reason. Hey, I found a boot! Do you like a boot? No, you don't like a boot. You can keep the boot, though. You can also keep the bag, because it sucks. So, yeah, absolutely. Now, I need 30 cal. Do you have 30 cal? You don't have 30 cal? He doesn't have 30 cal. He doesn't have zip gun rounds, which I do like. They're also pretty cheap. Oh, it's just one. Gunpowder over here. Do I have gunpowder? Oh, it is very expensive. I'm definitely not buying that. I'm definitely not buying that. Okay, hold the hunting rifle. We haven't used this one yet, so we probably... Well, we might. It's not amazing for us, but jamming chance of 10%, accuracy penalty and all that. It does a bunch of damage. 762 over here, and we have 545. Yeah, it's not very good. I have to make do with what I have, because we're going to hunt some bandits. Not really bandits. It's just some folks that are living out, and we are going to be the bandits. Hopefully, I will be able to get their money without... I mean, I do have really good... all of this stuff. Speechcraft 71. That's good. So hopefully, I'll be able to convince them to not force me to use my pistol, because it sucks. My pistol sucks. Okay, so I'm going to go down there, because the time stops, which I'm very good with. I'm very okay with. Those are dates, aren't they? Anyway, we're going over there to the drunken lair, and hopefully... Oh, is that how you... Well, I guess it makes sense. I don't know if we walk faster in the road. It doesn't look... Oh, it doesn't look like we do. Let's meet these, because they might have bullets, and I am collecting money. They have a cow. Hello. There it is. You see a small man in a leather vest and yoga pants. He looks at his watch and crosses his hands on his chest. If you want to buy something, I do. And he does have a lot of stuff. Pre-war gorilka. It's vodka. Nice. Gunpowder's about the same price as the one. Oh, we have also antidotes. Hopefully we won't need them. Or antidote, and we won't need it. There is 30 rounds right there. They're actually pretty cheap, so I like it a lot. But that's gonna be that. We're not really gonna be able to... maybe a few toadstools. Let's go ahead and give 6 of them. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I have the meat, toilet paper, some 14.5 millimeters. What the heck is that? Oh, that's 45 cal. No, it's 55 cal. Right? Maybe. That's like it's more than 50 cal. That's like some proper stuff right there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell anything. I got some of that stuff. Coffee? No. Nails? No, I'm not gonna sell that. It's pretty expensive though, waste paper, interestingly enough. Some empty bottle? Sure, let's go ahead and do that. I think one of them is enough. Almost enough. Okay, I'm gonna pay. Where's my money? I can never find the money. There it is. Just one. Trade. Thank you very much. Very good stuff. Reload that. We only have... You didn't switch? It was still... It was still, changing the... Or reloading. So it's still giving the animation. We have a dungeon, I would think. I think we got one of these things in the... Should be careful here. I think we came to this dungeon. This dungeon in particular, or one very much like it, in the beta version of the game, or alpha version of the game. So I recognize this. Just don't want to get poisoned, if I can help it. I don't think I'm getting poisoned. I'm not getting poisoned. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Oh, this is so great. Okay, we got a rusty knife. 9mm round. That's good enough. Let's leave. As long as you don't get poisoned, we're okay. Of course, we have a little bit of poison. That's the rat. But it wasn't too bad. That's a cough cough because of reasons. Because I'm still poisoned, but it wasn't actually new poison. I'm pressing Alt, but there's nothing here. There's that, but I'm getting sick and poisoned. It's locked. Are you kidding me? Get out. Get out of there. I mean, it's important. The poison is gonna go away. 237. Is that enough? Is that worthwhile? I think so. It's such a huge, long distance as well, so I think we'll be okay. Let's try and check what this is. It's locked. Can I do this? Can't break the lock. Maybe it's impossible to break the lock. Because it says I can't. It's not I didn't, it's I can't. Huh, interesting. So we might have got, probably what I'm remembering is getting one, a similar encounter. And I'm just thinking about it. So if the game was auto-saved, I can rely on that. We're gonna take damage anyway. We got 237 poison. And I don't know when it takes 14 damage. Oh, it's daytime. I'm still poisoned. Oh, stop moving for some... Oh, because you... Oh, it's another one of these guys. Good. 14 damage is kind of nasty, but we are, I think, healing a little bit as well. It's 14 damage per each 100. That's very bad. I'll survive, but it is bad. So it's this guy that I need to talk to. Hi, let me see your wares. So you got a Siggy. Gunpowder. Double barrel fun. I don't need that. I'm one-handed. I'm gonna be one-handed. There's another one of these. We're not going in there now. Or into the other section. If it's the same. It doesn't look like it's the same. I don't actually know where I'm at. I'm back here. Well, I know exactly how much poison I have. I'm not getting poisoned. So this is actually great finds. We got canned meat. That's what we got. That's basically the same thing we got before. But the rounds are very important. The rounds is okay. That's locked. Failed to. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's a different. I knew that it was a different thing. Good stuff. It was a different line, depending on whether I could hypothetically break the lock or not. Trying to see if I'm missing anything here, but I'm not. That was fantastic. It's brilliant. I'm gonna lose more 14 and most likely about 7. So about 20. I'm gonna reach my destination trying to be the tough guy and be like, hey, you gotta give me your money even though you've never seen me. I just took damage though. Can I see my inventory from here? Yeah, okay. Oh, it was different. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I see anyway. So what happens is there's a calculation. The more... Wait. What is this? The more you have... the game has been auto-saved. There's toadstools over there. There's probably radiation over here. So the more poison you have, the higher the damage. So that's pretty good. I imagine, since I'm not poisoned anymore, even though I do have a little bit of poison, I think that's gonna go away by itself. That might be it. Either that, or I just took the 37 before, after the 100, and anything below 100 dissipates automatically, but doesn't give you damage. KP3, which is actually CR3, and that might not be a 3, because I think there is a letter in Cyrillic. Are those friend? I expect them to be friendlies because they're green. Hello. A short man with a hand-rolled cigarette moldering between his yellow teeth is standing in front of you. He gets a more comfortable grip on the strap of his machine gun, takes his cigarette out of his mouth, and for a moment spits richly in the dirt on the side of the road. This game is all about the spit. Rook ordered to execute any suspicious travelers on the spot. The man's voice is hoarse and quiet. What are we gonna do with you? You're not doing a very good job. I've already been to most of your outposts. The man smirks and suddenly bursts into a loud barking cough. Finally, the bout passes. He flinches and looks up at you once again. Ah, damn it. Yeah, one has to entertain oneself enough while standing sentinel. Somehow, he says. Not enough. My name is Kachan. What's yours? My name is Boris. Boris, what a weird name you've chosen for yourself. Yeah, alright. What did you come here for? I'm not an expert, but you'd better quit smoking with a cough like that. I thought the cough was because he was... I mean, I suppose. The man takes a draw of a cigarette and immediately gets a bout of cough he can barely hold back. I'll quit it when I'm dead. It's more fun when you smoke. Listen, talking about fun, do you have dice on you? We could play a game or two. I've got a coin, as I've just had a payday. How can it be? You love playing but have no dice of your own? The man starts biting his lip with anger and finally waves his hand in disappointment. To hell with you, I've gambled them away. Yeah, it's hilarious. I've gambled away the dice, but that's what happened. How did it happen? I had a day off once and decided to make a trip to Tradnoy. That time, the swindler stayed there. What's his name? Grishka? Yeah, such a bald hoodlum. Perhaps you've seen him if you've been there. I can't actually... that was the rat, wasn't it? I think that was the rat. You can't gamble in that village, so him and I went on to an abandoned house nearby. But this Grishka turned out to be a real devil. He left me with nothing but my underwear in less than no time. I haven't lost my underwear to him, actually. I had to run from one bush to another all the way to the outpost. Good job it didn't occur to me to give up my service gun. You didn't have to run from one bush to another. This isn't high school. You can be naked. It is fine. Especially if you have a gun. It's a sin to wish for it, of course, but I'd love it if someone kicked his head in. Maybe it's because he's religious, just really doesn't want to see, or anybody to see his flesh. He's a conman, an obvious one. Oh, you're gonna laugh, but I finished Grishka off. What do you mean? You're serious? Well, it's possible, of course. I guess you had good reasons to do it, but I didn't truly wish him dead. I'm just kidding. Even though I said it was a sin, of course, and all that. Anyway, exaggerating for comic effect. Damn, that's sad. Well, I had my reasons. Shall we play around then? No, I shan't. I shan't play around with you because I am terrible at gambling. So tell me about yourself. The man hesitates for a bit, but it looks like your charm has won him over. I used to be in the gang headed by Dan, who is currently milking Otradnoy. It was before him and his crew settled at the factory. Those were the times. I've seen it all. Horrendous stuff. Tortures, it's if it's like events. Executions, extortions. Yeah, those were the times. Can I kill you and get your weapon? Because that's sounding like exactly what I need to do. I've seen enough of that, so I ran away. I didn't like any of that one bit. Okay, maybe he's not so bad after all. The dead man started visiting me in the night. Then it happened so that I joined the Krasnoznameni army, which is also a notorious gang, but at least I felt like a human. Well, don't blame yourself, I suppose. It was a hard time, and people survived the best way they knew how. Yeah, I know that. It's uncomfortable to have such a page in my biography. Yes, I'm sure it is more uncomfortable than to actually die and be tortured and be executed. What if the afterlife really exists? I won't receive a warm welcome there, that's for sure. Damn, I'm talking too much. Was there anything else you wanted? Okay, so... What can you tell me about this place? It's a roadside outpost. What else did you expect to hear? From here, we are guarding the road to Krasnoznameni. That's some work, I'll tell you. If no one is attacking, it's boring. If someone is attacking, it's scary. I don't even enjoy seeing the merchants who pass through here anymore. They all look the same to me. Yes, they do all have the same character model, and also they all say the same thing as well. Not all of them. There's 2 of them that we've seen so far. So who's in charge here? Rook. He's staying in the little house, probably skulking as usual. That man is way too gloomy. Still, he's honest and trustworthy. There aren't many like him left in this world, I suppose. Are there any rumors? I said specifically a thing. Are there any rumors that are fun or not so much? And he says, there's a not so fun one. It seems to me that one of our good servicemen got badly addicted to devil's weed. He's constantly smoking, but the smoke is definitely not that of tobacco, which is obviously not a weed. It's like it's a thing. I don't know. I'm not good at this. At this rate, he's gonna end up in a lunatic asylum soon. At this rate and soon in the same sentence. I feel sorry for the guy. True that, I suppose. Devil's weed. I need to be on lookout for that. At least it's not the mushrooms. So... Yeah, just look at the time! Exclamation mark, 2 periods. That's it. I've got to dash. Okay, so... I didn't expect to have a full-on area with multiple characters and all that sort of stuff. But I think... Oh, look at that. A piece of tire. Not a full tire, just a piece of it. That's better than a full tire, because that probably would be very unwieldy to go around. Compact cassette. Is that really a thing? Are there? Oh, there are, of course. There are different types of cassettes. I only know the normal type. Does that make sense? It might make sense if you have a normal type in your life. If you've had cassettes in your life, you might know what I'm talking about. So, I want the scarf. Where is it? There it is. So, does that make me better? I don't know that it makes me better. Oh, DG, down there. Maybe it does. It does not. Ah, well. It makes me look cooler, though, so there it is. It's not hearts. I thought it was hearts. It's flowers. Oh, boy, all the flies. So, is this guy Rook? Could pickpocket him. I don't know. A young guy in a shabby uniform stands in front of you. He stares into the distance, a frown on his face, twisting in his hands a heavy fighting knife with a tarnished blade. A guest at our outpost. My pleasure. Hiya, mind a little chat? Well, actually, interesting knife you have. Family heirloom? The guy throws the knife in the air and catches it awkwardly, nearly chopping off his fingers. Ah, shit. No, well, maybe it did belong to someone's family once. I got it when I joined the outpost. It's a burden rather than a weapon, honestly. When you throw it, it flies handle forward. That's not how knives work? During sparring, the guy kicks it out of my hand with the very first blow. I tried to peel potatoes with it at once and cut my hand. Well, keep your perker up, man. Let's see, maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm really gonna fail at this, of course. As soon as you touch the heavy knife, you realize the young soldier wasn't being a wimp. The knife simply won't find its way into your hand. I was trying actually to keep it, but whatever. After failing with every single knife trick you remember from the A.T.O.M training, you return the knife. I'm telling you, the knife is no good, he says. Well, what can you do? Can I ask you a few questions? The soldier shrugs and breathes out indifferently. Apparently he's not too eager to answer your questions, but you're too nice to refuse flatly. I'm too nice? I think he's too nice to refuse flatly. Why not? What do you want to know? So who are you? Oh no, I'm too nice for him to refuse flatly. I understand. What do you do? Egor Dubovitsky. I'm an orphan from the wasteland. Spent all my time wandering around. Now it seems I'm a private. What made you settle down? My sister and I were wandering around the wastes all my life. Her name was Clara. She was a nice girl. Fun and smart, although the radiation didn't spare her. From her waist up, she looked like any other girl, better than most, really. But below, her legs were like baby's legs. Stopped growing at all ever since she was 5. I had to carry her on my back. But it never felt like a burden to me. She would always help me with a kind word or a nice song. Also, she was probably very light, to be fair. But then again, even if she weighed like 30 kilograms or even less, it would still be a burden, but yes. Last autumn, she died. I think the radiation hurt not just her legs, but some internal organs, too. She just wasted away. That didn't feel that much fun to go... It didn't feel that much fun to go gallivanting around the world on my own, so I buried her in the forest nearby and stuck to the outpost. Can I... Yeah, let's go with that one, I suppose. That must have made you happy. No, wait a minute. I want to make her... I want to not be confrontational. So let's see. Disgusting. Anyone wish to... Yeah, let's go with that one. Because I want to, for him to give me things. Or this one. Yeah. Yeah, the world has never been fair. But now it's utterly cruel, too. The young soldier nods grimly. Nah, no one has it easy now, that's for sure. Radiation, damn it. It took so many lives. Kind, bright, clever people died because of it. Curse it. And the bloody war which makes us breathe this poison. So... Yeah, okay. So, what are you doing here? I serve the society, he says. He grins proudly. Rook, Mr. Rook, I mean. And us, the guys, we guard the road, so that no barbarians show their face in our capital. Krasnoznameni. Oh, do they often attack the barbarians? There are enough idiots, he says. Rumor has it that some gang did take the fortress and its guards once. Now all the thugs and psychos in the neighborhood try to break their record. So far, they have been unsuccessful. Well, your service is hard indeed. So, what do you know about this place? We have quite a decent outpost, he says. It's safe. If you notice the raiders on time, or, timely, before they attack, that's what on time means, you can oppose an entire army for as long as it takes for help to arrive. Not that we ever had to, of course. The attackers are mostly tiny gangs. Heard any rumors? I heard that Dan's gang from the factory has asked to join Krasnoznameni with their lands and all. Who would have expected? I guess there are gangsters and there are gangsters. Some of them have nothing human left in them, and some have managed to serve the remains of common sense. No, they're gangsters. They're gangsters. I guess that's that. So he's not the boss. Mr. Rook is the boss. Hey. Okay, there's nothing here, and I imagine Rook is inside. We are out of time for the day, though. So, let's talk to the rest of the people in here next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been ATOM RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.